Welcome to day three of building an app from scratch. So far we had built and prototype that just looks like this. So we have been trying to build this particular app. And this is the front end design which we generated with Google Stitch, and our app should look like this at the end. And we had also wrote a few lines, like we had generated like some random codes with what we say, with the Copilot, like GitHub Copilot, like we built in VS Code, and this thing was generated with AI, and obviously AI is hallucinating at this point. In day two we was not able to make a really good progress because I think AI is hallucinating a lot, so there is no point of asking AI right now for this code and stuff. So um, mostly I'm going to take everything on my hand because asking AI is not going to make much difference. So let's figure out what the problem is. So if you didn't watch yesterday's like live, the thing which we were facing yesterday is that we I was unable to extract the particular prompt from this Google Stitch and convert that into VS Code. I was not able to take that particular app design into this VS Code, and that's the particular issue which I was facing yesterday. And it took me about like 3 hours to figure out, and I was unable. Unfortunately, I was unable to rectify that error. So that's the reason why I ended the stream. And yesterday I did a bit of research and I figured out the exact step how to like keep that into this particular VS Code. And I figured out like yesterday what those step the AI had told us to do was completely wrong. That's like not the way how you have to do. I don't know whether this way actually works, but there is actually much easier way to actually do that. I never checked. I never tried that, to be honest, but we are going to try that and see whether that actually works, like whether that method actually works. So let's see whether I could extract this thing. And disclaimer, I'm not a professional at this thing. I'm just a student who's like really curious on this thing. Um, so let's figure out. There's going to be a lot of error in this thing. It's this episode is all about building an app and having there will be a lot of errors in this thing. And it's all about this episode is all about how to build an app if you're a complete beginner, how to build an app with error. And finally, we are going to like I don't know how much days it's going to take, but this spring will end when we build an app that actually works, like a working model that can actually generate a revenue. So let's see whether we'll be able to build that or not. So yeah, so far we had stopped our thing over. I think we had stopped our work with this front end design. This thing was generated in day one of building an AI app, and day two we were not able to make any like big progress. So recently, what I figured out is that what the mistake which we were doing is that I used to select these two particular files, and I used to go to this button over here, export. Then I used to export as either a zip file or as copy to the clipboard. And both of this method actually didn't work. It was like complete waste of time. I had wasted a lot of API credits, and also this was actually not like the right way to do this. So I figured out like recently that when you click over here, you would actually get an option to preview. So you could see over here there is a preview option with a new tab. After some time you could actually preview that. You could see like the select of it. Right now the buttons are actually not working, but it's actually interacting. Like whenever we are bringing the pointer to that particular icon, it's actually lifting up. There is like a border effect over here. That's actually crazy because if I was doing it manually, I have to write this code, particularly in VS Code, manually to give this hover effect. And right now it's like everything is done by AI, so it's actually super cool and it's much more convenient at this point. So now, what's the mistake which I did was that we have to select this particular thing and we have to go all the way to the generate tab over here. And there you would get an option called instant prototype. And this is the button which you have to actually select. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I didn't change the screen. So I think I have to explain all of it. Uh, okay. So the yesterday, what the mistake which I was making is that I used to select both of this thing, because if you like saw yesterday's stream, then you must have noticed that I used to select both of the screen. Then I used to go to this particular button, like the export button, and there is this two option like copy it as zip or copy it to the clipboard. And I used to select these two buttons. So this method actually doesn't work because there is going to be a lot of alignment issue in this code, so it doesn't work. And zip file also, I don't think so. Maybe it would work, but I don't know how to figure this out. And to be honest, it doesn't work for me. I had spent almost like 4 hours figuring out this thing, and even AI got hallucinated at this point. So we cannot take help from AI at this point. So what I did is that I did a bit of research, like out of the slide, and I figured out this exact step. So what we have to do is that we have to like select one particular like thing. This is not how you have to do it. I'm just showing it for like understanding purpose. So this is like you have to select the particular thing, and you have to go all the way to the preview button over here, and then you could see like new tab. There are other options like show QR code. You could actually view it as on mobile screen or tablet or desktop. There are many things like even full height. So what I'm going to do is that I will go for this new tab, and you could see the preview of our website. And here you could see like there are many icon, and even there is an hover effect. And this hover effect, I really like this thing because I just asked you to build this. I never mentioned about the hover effect. So if it doesn't include this hover effect, I have to manually type for this hover effect on VS Code. So it's going to be a bit more harder compared to this thing. So this thing is actually good. Right now the buttons are not working because we didn't merge this particular thing. So it's like we had selected it individually. So we have to merge that. In order to merge that, what we have to do is that we have to select both of the screen, go to the generate tab, and then you could see this instant prototype. And this is the button which you have to click. So once you click that, Google Stitch will automatically merge this both of the things. So I hope so whenever I click try on outfit, it would take me to the second screen. That's what I'm hoping for. So most of the time it should work. So let's see. Let's click instant prototype, and you could see AI is working on the side, which is actually cool. So and you could see the prototype is actually working. So I think this is what the prototype is. Okay, the prototype is now live. It didn't even take 1 minute to build it. It literally built that in 10 seconds something. So it's super cool. And you could see a message over here. Welcome to prototype editor. Your screen is connected and ready to interact. Add, edit, connect more screens to create an interactive app experience. Let's go. So now let's see whether I could add any photos. Unfortunately, I'm not able to add any images over here, but hopefully when I click this try on outfit, it should take me to this second tab, which is actually good. So I think I have to get this thing. So view garment details are, it's actually cool, but even the closet profile mirror, I didn't like these options over here. Like we don't actually want this thing. Chest profile, even the help tab is not working. Um, we'll try to figure it out like at last this help tab and all. So anyways, we are building a prototype, right? So I think it's all right because all we want is this first two page, and when we click on this try on outfit, it should take us to the second page where our image will be displayed. So we have to give Nano Banana API key in order to do this. I think we cannot like directly integrate API into this Google stage, which is not how we have to do it, but let's confirm this with AI like for the first time. So if like Google Stitch is doing everything, it's going to be much easier, but obviously it's not going to do with that. But still for like confirmation purpose, let's ask it again. So what I'm going to do is that I'm just want to take a screenshot of this particular page. And this is why we should never trust AI like blindly, because none of the AI actually told me to actually do this particular thing, create an instant prototype, because this is the thing which actually wasted a lot of my time. So let's see. So recently on Google Stitch, I generated this particular app and I created a particular prototype within Google Stitch in order to extract the code. So what I did right now is that I made a prototype and you could see there is two screens. So whenever I click try on outfit, it will redirect me to the second page. And when I click to the back to the home page, it will take me to the first screen. So I just built a prototype like that. And the thing is that there is an option to upload two images, and on behind the scene Nano Banana API key, Google Gemini API key would work to merge those two images like a person and an outfit, and finally it will display an image of a person wearing that particular outfit. It's I'm just trying to build an app like that. So you understood the point. So can I actually integrate, like directly add a picture to this thing and even do the API integration within Google Stage? Obviously, it's not going to work because Google Stitch is designed specifically for this design purpose, not for the integration purpose. So we have to use VS Code, but still, let's ask. There is option like add screen and all, but I think we have to like fix this help button, profile button, closet button, mirror. It's going to take me to the same thing, so I have to change this to something else. The app should look professional, but let's first figure out this two particular thing, like the main thing we would first figure out, then we would think about other thing. Okay, so Google Stitch is strictly a front-end UI designer, and it's yeah, that's what I call Google Stitch cannot work this particular thing. So I have to use VS Code environment to connect it to the backend thing. So okay, that's particular cool. That's cool. So now you could see over there, I could convert it to like tablet version or like desktop version. It's actually super cool. So let me go back to the original thing and you can see the prototype over here. So this is not the actual thing which I generated this prototype in order to show you. This is not actually the way in order to extract the code. Let me see what is inside this. Okay. Okay, this is not how you actually extract the code. In order to extract the code, you have to select both of them, then go to the exact export button. And instead of the zip and copy to clipboard, we have to select Stitch React App. This is the option which we have to select. And the only option which I didn't try was this particular thing, and that's what wasted a lot of my time. This is actually the like option which we have to select. So let's go to Stitch React App and click Create React App. And you could see the prototype is actually generating over here. And from here, I would be able to copy the code, which I could paste to VS Code. And hopefully, I would get my app working. So there is going to be a backend connection like API stuff. It's going to be much harder than building the front-end design, because front-end design is always the easier part in building an app because of AI and all. But backend design is going to take a lot of time and effort. So anyways, we'll try to figure out most of the things, like we will try to debug everything, but hopefully it works. This is the prototype. Okay, and this is the particular thing it actually built. So you can see when I click try on outfit, it will go to the second particular page. Pretty cool. I have to change this particular image of the person over here, which I didn't actually like that part. Mirror, it will take me to the perfect AI lab. What is the mirror? Okay, I could actually edit with AI, which I don't want to do right now. Anyways, so in order to extract, you have to click this, and there is an option like more, and you could see either I could export the code through this export button, or by like clicking view code and copying the particular code over here. I think copying the code would be much easier. So this is the code. you could see over here the code it had in like downloaded the tailwind.config, then dark mode. It's we are going to do it in dark mode, then class, then it had given every single color and surface, every single bit of line of code is written over here. And these are, so this is actually the code, and this is actually the styling.css over here. So this is dot index, and this is actually the styling which is given for the particular code written over here. If you are completely new to code, this is how the code actually works, and this is how the instruction for the styling. Like you could see, I had mentioned about the hover, and here you would see upload slash dash dot hover. And over here, this particular line of code actually gives that hover effect, and dot glow slash button is giving that particular glow color whenever I'm bringing my cursor to that particular icon. So that's what I told. I have to write. If it didn't do that, I have to manually write that, which is going to be a huge headache. And it had downloaded every single thing over here. The code look actually super cool. It had like brought a particular logo, super cool. Overall, it's cool. So what I have to do is that I have to copy the code. If I'm writing this manually, it's going to take a lot of effort. So anyways, let's, and coming to the VS Code, this is the particular file which we did yesterday based on what AI told us, which was absolutely wrong. And yeah, so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to delete this particular thing. I'm going to start a new file. Let's go with new window and let's delete this because this thing is actually not going to work. So over here, let's start a new folder. Let me open a new folder. Let's go to desktop and find it. And inside Fit AI, uh, let's create a folder. So let me give some cool name to here. Maybe it's like Fit AI, right? So let me give it as, let me give it as Fit app. Okay, inside Fit app, I'm going to select folder. Perfect. So you could see my file had actually been selected, Fit app. And now let me generate a new file called index.html. Here is the this is the place where we are going to paste our particular code which we had copied, and you could see over here there is not even a single error, because yesterday when we based we had got about like 200 lines of code of error, like 90 something error, like red lines were there. And this is how the right way to do this. Anyways, today we made actually a really good progress. Hopefully this thing actually works. Let me go with Control S, and now how to run it. And you could see our app is running over here. So whenever I click this try garment, we could actually like go to the particular thing. So the particular code and everything actually work. Wait, did I show you this step over here? I used to forget like what I'm doing over here. Like I think I have to like show you every single thing. I forgot to change the screen. Wait. Wait, I will be like showing you every single step again. I made a lot of. Anyways, we made actually a really good progress at this point. Let me go to the Pygame. Yeah, let me delete this particular folder. Okay, wait. I'm going to show you again because I never like did this thing. So let me go back to file. So what I did right now is that the previous thing which we did yesterday was completely wrong. So what we have to do is that you have to go to the new window And once you click a new window, you could actually export the file over here. So go to open folder, then you have to open the particular folder over here. In this case, it's like Fit AI, inside Fit AI, Fit app. This is the folder which I'm going to like paste the particular prompt which I'm going to build my app, which could potentially generate um, revenue. So let me select this first, Control A, and delete this thing. So now what we have to do is that we have to copy the prompt that we had generated with Google Stitch. So so this is the prompt which we generated with Google Stitch. What you have to do is that we have to copy the particular prompt over here. So I hope you could see the particular prompt. Okay, so this is Google Stitch platform, and we have to copy this thing. And now we have to go back to VS Code and paste this prompt over here. Oh, hold on. Wait. Let me copy this again. And now let me paste this particular prompt. And you could see the entire prompt is actually working now. In order to save this, Control S and go to my file. So you could see I could select photo. The buttons are actually not working like outfit and all, but there is hover effect, and whenever I click try on outfit, it will take me to the second page, which is actually super cool. And there you could see on the top there is mirror, corset, AI profile, help button, which should actually like we have to make all of this thing actually work, which is going to take a lot of effort. But coming so far, we had made an incredible progress. We had built an entire AI app without using any top models like Claude, Fable 5, or like Anti-Gravity. We didn't use any of these top softwares, which like they had mentioned so far. We just use Google Stitch, which is actually really cool. Anyways, we have to um, upload this particular image. We have to make this thing actually work. We have to find some way to do this. Let's see. I think this is actually good so far, but if I'm asking AI to fix this particular thing over here, maybe it will make some mistakes or something. Anyways, like nothing to lose, right? I'm having the code, backup code over there. So, anyways, let's ask GitHub Copilot to fix this thing. Before that, let's ask now what's the next step. Anyways, it's super cool to be honest. And you see the particular file over there, like fit app, and there should be an index.html working over here. That's cool. What happens like right now? Okay. And then over here, it's perfectly fine. So whenever we click try on outfit, it will take us to the second page. It's cool. Now we have to find some way to actually upload images over here. And we have to integrate it with Google Gemini, like Nano Banana, to make an image of a person wearing that particular outfit we had uploaded. And we also have to make this thing work. So this is going to take a bit of time. Anyways, we could use this agent over here, but the most problem is that we are using the normal auto thing. We are not having any paid subscription to Claude, Sonnet 4.6 and stuff. So yo, what's happening? Yo, what's up? What's up? Nice to meet you, bro. So basically, I'm building an app from scratch. So what I did so far is that I had generated an app. I had designed a particular app with Google Stitch. As you can see over here, this is the front-end design which I actually built with Google Stitch. And we had generated a prototype over here. Now we had copied that particular code from Google Stitch to VS Code over here. And this is the particular code which is generated by Google Stitch. And we had generated this particular outfit, like a particular, like what we'll say, it's like a front end design. So whenever we when we what this basically this app is that we have to upload a image of a person and an image of an outfit. So whenever we click this try on outfit, it will generate an image of a person wearing that particular outfit. So that's the app which I'm trying to build right now. And if you're asking where it's going to be useful, this thing is going to particularly be useful in particular like big stores and all, right? We could implement a TV or something, and this particular clothing thing could actually be like implemented in the shop. So whenever the shopkeeper could take the photo of the customer and with the particular like clothing. So what I'm thinking is that like each cloth should have a particular barcode. So all they have to do is to enter the barcode, and at last there would be an image of a person wearing that particular outfit. I had seen in like in social media and all, people are actually building this stuff, and they're told like they are even generating revenue with this thing. So I'm just trying to build that same particular thing. That's what I'm trying to do right now. And yeah, so hopefully this thing actually works. So we just built this front end design. So now we have to like find some way to upload the image, like then integrate Nano Banana API keys and finally generate an image of a person wearing the cloth. It's going to take some time, but that's what I'm trying to build right now. I hope like you understand. Now like I have to like make this thing actually work. That's like the problem right now. Anyway, so far it's like really good progress. Anyways, let's go back to Gemini and ask it like what we have. Let me upload this screenshot over here with a particular code which we generated. So let me like copy the code. What will happen if I exported it? Okay, I cannot export it. So let's see. Let me like just copy the code. Should I actually paste this code, entire code to like Gemini or something like maybe? I don't know. Does this thing actually work? Okay, let's have an idea. Okay, so recently I made this particular app. I had built and front-end design of this particular app on VS Code. And now the problem is that it's this thing actually works. So whenever I click try on outfit, it takes me to the second page where like the final page. Now what I want to know is like how could I actually make the image appear in the store. I have to upload the image, and I also have to integrate with Nano Banana Pro in order to make an image of a person wearing that cloth. So the particular outfit. So how to do that? Give me the step by step process what I should do. Let's see. Like we need a plan to do this thing, right? So let's figure it out. So meanwhile, I got a message. Yeah, they could actually do that, obviously, but the problem they could do that, but the problem is that like most of the brands are actually not going to learn this thing by themselves. So there are going to be many shop owners because they are not going to have like most of the shop owners are never going to have any idea about computer or like AI automation. Whenever their phone is like having a problem, they used to go to the repair shop. So it's like most of the people are not going to like learn everything. If their primary focus would be like growing their personal brand, like making their shop like on the top, like on like taking their shop reputation to the top. That's what they are going to focus on. Because in this case of like business and all, the main rule is that you have to focus on one thing. For my targeted audience, no, I'm not going to sell this thing. I'm not going to sell this thing. I'm just building it for fun. So I just want to learn this thing. So that's what I'm doing it. I'm just doing it for like teaching purpose. So whenever I just build this entire thing, I could make a long form video like explaining the entire process, how you could build this thing and scale it, for like how you could build this particular app for other business. So selling is like your job. Maybe like you could watch this thing and maybe build this thing for the shop. I'm not trying to sell this thing, so I'm just trying to teach students. That's what I'm like what do you say, I'm actually like my primary focus is. But this thing I heard in social media, like people are actually doing this thing, so yeah. Yeah, learning point of view, this live is like learning point of view. After learning this thing, I would be like making a long form video which would be like 15 to 20 minutes, where I would give like the entire process, what I have learned, how you could build this particular app from scratch. Like I think on whole YouTube there is no video like that. Like no one had actually made a video where you could actually build the entire thing, how to scale, how to integrate with the API, and how to do this thing. So I think I would make a video on that too. It would be helpful for most of the like creators, like most of the developers over here. So maybe it will help. I'm just trying to do that. So I'm just trying to figure out everything, every single thing over here. That's what I'm trying to do. Oh wow. So as I'm talking to you, I'm building my own personal local fully inside a USB chargers. What does that mean? Like I didn't understand. My own building personal full local fully inside USB chargers. Oh, what's that? I didn't understand that. It would be nice, like if you could say like what is that? The project, is this a project like it actually feels like something like really big or something like really cool. I'm really interested. Let me ask what it is. What is this? Wait, let me see what it is. Local AI model inside the USB, and I'm holding it through my system. Oh yeah. Understood, understood. That's actually super cool. Cool work, bro. It's actually good to do these things. So like I can plug the Jarvis USB into my computer and lot. Yeah. I understood. Like uh, running like local AI models and stuff, right? Actually, super cool, man. Like super cool project to learn also. Congrats, man. I hope you like actually like do everything what you want. Like it's actually super cool. I'm just giving you some heart emojis. Super cool, man. How many views? Let me see what Gemini comes up. Like comes up. What does it says? To connect with, upload an image and pass to Gemini API using multimodal Gemini 2.5 Flash model for image synthesis and editing prompt. You need to update your front-end code and handle local file uploads. Oh, okay. Inside my HTML code, most of the buttons which you could see over here, it's like button. So the button thing actually doesn't work. Wait, I just got a chat. So when do you stream? What does it mean? No, I don't have particular time for streaming. I used to stream whenever I get time. So I don't stream like at particular times. Today, I think at night, at this time, I was free, so I did Spring right now. So as you could see over here in this thing, most of the buttons, whenever you go to this particular code base, most of the things are written inside slash button. I don't know where it is actually over here, but most of the things would be written, obviously written in slash button because yeah, you could see over there slash button. So what it does that it won't allow me to actually upload the image. So if you want to like upload, there should be like slash input the particular file. So there should be slash input. So we have to change this in order to upload this particular file. But let's read the entire thing and I will be like saying what we have to do. Let's go back and see. See, you have to go change this particular slash button to input type file element in index.html. So user can choose file from the device and preview them. Create global static for image in 25. What does that mean? In your script, type text slash Babel. So what is this Babel? Update your React component state and store the uploaded image file and page 44. Preview, page 64 preview. But I'm really scared to like upload this particular file over there because Gemini is actually making a lot of error, and whenever I upload this thing, it's going to make a lot of headache. So until it's like bulletproof, what is this thing? I'm not going to upload this thing. So attach file input to UI card. Modify the upload section, upload page to include hidden file input trigger by select button. What is this? Bro, this thing is actually so dumb. What is this thing? NPM. Yesterday, I wasted a lot of time doing this thing, which was actually not at all necessary. Hmm. JavaScript API, triggering API. Wait, I think I would be giving everything to this AI over here, like for pilot stuff. Maybe that thing actually works. Or should I do it like, actually, I'm confused. I think giving it to this thing would be like, giving it to Copilot would be like much better option. But if I did that, then most probably I won't learn how to do this thing right. But if it's like beginner friendly, then doing this option will be actually good. Anyways, let's go back to Gemini and ask this particular doubt over here. So see, what should I do? I should like either manually upload this thing, like upload this particular prompt and or should I ask like the Copilot, VS Code Copilot to actually do this particular work by just giving it a prompt, like make these buttons actually work so that I would be able to upload the image of the person and this thing. And finally, I would be pasting my particular, what will say, the particular API key and it would actually do every single work. So should I do like that or should I do everything manually? Let's see. Asking Copilot is actually a good way, but if I did that, then most of the time I'm not going to learn right. So my personal experience says that Claude is much better for long horizontal coding, gives me 6 time. But the problem with Claude is that right, whenever I'm doing this thing, it would actually hit limit, and I have to wait for the next day to do that. That's why I'm doing it with Gemini because Gemini is like it won't hit this limit so fast. Yeah, ChatGPT, like Gemini is giving like most of the answers are wrong. Yesterday I spent like literally 4 hours following Gemini's order and it's like completely wrong. And I did this like in completely different way. But Claude, I think like I would be stuck like after giving like entire project file and I have to wait for the next day. Actually, Claude is actually really good, like in case of coding and all, but anyways, let's read this thing and I will be like, let's see, Claude, let me, okay, let me sign in for a bit. Okay, so I just signed in inside Claude and there is chat co-work and all. Okay, wait, I have to go to chat. Would I actually like hit limit in this thing so far? Like so fast or something? What do you think? I don't know whether using this thing would be actually a good idea or not, but anyways, we would be using Claude. I think Claude is like much better at this thing. Let's take a help of Claude because Gemini is actually really bad. What I'm thinking right now, let me copy this particular code. Hopefully Claude doesn't hit limit. No, 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 no. Is there any way to extract it some other way? Wait, I just encountered an error over here. I think everything is like, okay, sorry, I just encountered an error. Okay, let me see. Let me download it as zip file, then we would. But I think like downloading it as zip file. How to download this as? I could go with view. Okay, I got download. Okay. No, this is not what I want. This is not what I want. I have to download it as download a particular code. So you know, export thing is actually not working. I have to export the entire thing, which I don't want. I just want to export this particular prototype because this is the code which I actually pasted. Right. So okay, otherwise we'll be just giving it in this particular way. And now let me just explain what I'm just saying. I don't know whether it will get messed up or something, but okay. Let me paste this particular design to this thing. So would I be able to copy the particular design? Let me like consume it. Let me paste this particular design. Okay, okay, let me paste this particular design over here and let me save what I'm going to do. Okay, so I'm trying to build an AI app called Fit AI, and the interface of the app looks like this. I had designed this particular interface using Google Stitch, and this is the particular code which Google Stitch gave me, and then what I did is that I pasted this particular code to VS Code and generated the app. So whenever I click try on app, it would redirect me to the second page, and when I click back to the home page or something, it will redirect me to the home page. So this is the thing which I did so far. And what this app actually is that whenever I would be uploading two images, one would be the image of myself and the other would be the image of outfit. So whenever I does that and click the try on outfit, an image would be generated where a person would be wearing that particular cloth. So so what I have to do is that I have to make this both button active, like the person, like in order to upload the image. Then on the back end, I have to connect it with Google Nano Banana API key so that the image would be generated and it would be displayed back on the second screen. And everything is, I'm trying to do everything on VS Code. So I hope you understood what this particular project is. Okay, so I think I had taught everything that's necessary. Uh, should I go more? Anyways, so far I had did this much, and let me know like what should I do next. So I just pasted that particular prompt which I like the code which I pasted, and now I have to like make this button active. Plus I have to like integrate it with API key so that an image will be generated and displayed. How to do that? Let's see. Wow. Okay, nice work getting Stitch UI wired to working to page point. Here's what actually left. Broken into two labor copy state needs to flow between pages. By now, the photo output uploads are generated. Thanks for using memory looker. The cleanest fix is lift the state up to the app and pass it down to the React context. What does that mean? The Gemini API key must not happen in the browser. An API key that embedded in client-side JS is invisible to anyone who opens the app. You need a small backend endpoint to hold the key and process the request. I will give you both pieces. What should I do with this thing? Oh, wait. Front end share plus state plus shared state plus real upload handle. Add near to the top before app. In upload page, replace the select photo and select outfit button with real file input. Um, what should I do right now? It's actually quite confusing. Hmm. Okay, that actually makes sense. Um, so what you coming back to the chat, like this guy actually told me to I would actually hit limit and like ask for like contest over like I have to ask like for after 10 to 15 chat messages, which is actually a really good method actually. And I will be starting again on a new chat. I'm not in college, man. Like I'm doing like completed just NEET, so I'm not going for the engineering stuff. I'm actually in NEET field, so I'm in medical field. I'm in like the period where I'm just entering college, right? So I'm just doing it for fun. I'm just really curious, so I'm just doing it for fun. I'm actually so bored over here. It's just for like fun purpose, not for like the job or stuff. So I'm kind of bored, really bored. Wait, I think this thing is actually like what this what this Claude is saying is actually more raw than what we will do is that we will copy this particular thing and ask Gemini to explain every single basic thing. So I think that's going to help because I have a lot of doubt in this thing. So basically, this is what Claude taught me to do when I asked it like what I have to do. So what I want to do is that analyze what Claude told me, and I have a lot of doubt in this thing. So I will be clearing every single doubt with you. Okay, so I just don't want to hit limit on Claude. That's why I'm asking you. So I have like a lot of stupid doubts over here. Let me see like whether I could clarify everything. Nice work with the Stitch UI. Okay, the state needs a flow between the pages. Right now, your photo outfit upload generate. Generate result. Okay, this is the particular doubt which I have. So you would see the particular line over here. Coming back, I just want to make sure. Oh, so you're also involved. That's crazy, man. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, bro. It's like I think it's better to do something like this. It would be like much better, and it would be like really good time pass rather than sitting and doing something. Nice to meet you, man. Like, nice to like always meet like same kind of people. Bro, what's your actual name? I think this is the handle, like Dark5741L. This thing actually looks. Anyways, let's keep going. Let me go back and see. Okay, I could actually get to that. To look out this thing. Oh, okay. So over here, you could see like there is a particular like a line like since you are using memory root, like since you are using memory router, the cleanest fix is to lift the state app to app and paste it down or use React contest. There is a line which Claude taught me. So I never use memory router. So what is this memory router? What does this line actually mean? Like what is this React contest at all? I just want to make sure like I understood everything. So, oh wow. Oh, main. What's a main man? Drish Vajpayee. Drish Vajpayee. I think my like pronunciation is correct. Like, what's a main man? Like, actually, it's like my like. I think it's like Drish Vajpayee. Anyways, like huge shout out to this guys. Okay, like if future anyone is watching, like this guy is actually a really cool guy. No, no, yeah, I understood. It's your name, like, but it's like the pronunciation which I'm saying. It's actually correct. Like Drish Veg Pai is like the pronunciation correct. I just want to say like a huge shout out to this guy. Just make sure like uh what we say. If future anyone is watching, like make sure you see this guy. Okay, this guy is actually a really good guy. Uh, no, it's not just say Drish. Drish, no, Drish. Bro, it's like hard to say from this text. Oh, wait, what? I can't put an emoji. Yes. I don't know where we reached, where we stopped. Let's break down memory router and React contest means simple terms and why Cloud come up for your app. What's memory router? Normally, when you navigate a website like moving from example.com to a result or like okay, the browser updates the web address bar at the top. Because your app was created inside Google Stage using CND script inside a single HTML. So what is the CND script? I have to ask what is this latest. I guess we'll be asking it later. And inside single HTML file without the full web server, Drish is correct. Vaj, Vajapi. No, 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 I'm not going to pronounce that. I will say like Drish. Huge shout out to this Drish, okay? Now, bro, we got to meet IR. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. The browser updates the web address bar at the top because the app was created inside Google Stitch using CNT script inside a single HTML file without full web server routing steps. Wait, what is this CNT script? Simple HTML file without full web server routing setup Stitch used memory data. How it works. Instead of reading or changing the browser actual address bar, Memory Router keeps track of the page when you are entirely inside JavaScript memory. In your app, when you click try on outfit, it switches from oh, now I understood. Bro, you're leaving? Oh, anyways, good night, bro. Bro, what's a mail actually? You told like mail me. What is that actually? Like, yes. Hopefully you do like you were doing some work, right? Hopefully you like completed that thing. Maybe like local AI stuff. Like hopefully you like do what you were actually doing. Like hopefully you get that thing. I think it's nice to meet you, bro. Like thank you for watching. Like if you're feeling sleepy, it's okay. Like yeah, I understood like local AI where you could actually run this thing, but you need a really good GPU for that. I understood you would be downloading a particular model like there are many models. I forgot the name. What would you say? Like like Chinese models are there, right? Something which you could actually download and finally you can train that in order to be like smarter model each time, and it doesn't leave your thing. So most of the things are done in this NVIDIA small box thing, right? They are most like their graphics card and all. If you're having this laptop graphics card also, it works. I think yeah, that thing. Yeah, I understood. In laptop thing also, it actually works. I never did that thing. I had actually like heard a lot about that. Like people are actually building that thing with their app, and the thing actually doesn't leave your computer. But I actually didn't build that once. So, anyways, it's actually a really good thing to actually do as a beginner, like in bigger project and all. It's like you are just. I think you just completed this too, right? So, it's actually a really cool thing to do this really big project. Anyways, congrats, man. Anyways, keep going. Never stop this thing. Okay. Anyways, right now you want to sleep, right? Bye bye. Hopefully you complete your project. Um, what is this thing? Understanding the meaning is actually hard. What the state needs to flow into this verse. In reality, every creature of the moral has I'm rating it for the second one. What? I didn't understand. I would really like it if we keep talking so really messaging. Uh, what does that mean? Bro, like I don't know the meaning. Like, do one thing. Like in my bio, there is a mail, like my email. Bunch. I hope you saw this. Oh, sure. I don't actually use mail much, but yes, sure. Yeah, yeah, sure, man. Anyways, bye. Good night, man. Bye bye. You want to sleep, right? Let me figure this thing out. Oh, okay, okay. Now I understood what is this memory router and what is this React context. But the thing is that whenever I'm doing this React when I'm making this particular images stored in a particular place like React contest, should I actually like use any external software like Superbase or something like that? Like how to where to store this, like how to implement this or how to like set up this React contest. Do you have any idea? So far, what I understood from this thing is that when we had generated this design using Stitch, right? So in this Stitch, whenever we are moving from one page to another, what actually happens is that whenever we're moving from one page to another, you could see the top thing is actually not moving. Uh, the page actually remains the same, which we don't actually want. So that's what the React page is actually is. So whenever Stitch is generally built for the front end design, so it's not going to work much on back end design. So if you want to understand that, I will be showing you this prototype. So whenever I'm clicking this, let me go for preview, new tab, and you will see over here. Whenever I'm clicking this try on outfit, it will go to the second page, but it doesn't actually change the URL. But in real app, what it does is that whenever I'm clicking the try on outfit, this thing will actually move, the URL should actually change into a different page. So when we are doing it inside VS Code, so it should actually move to a different page. So if I'm uploaded an image over here, the image, the second page won't be able to read this image. So because it's in what we say, it's in memory contest, memory router, because Stitch is using memory router. So we have to change the particular thing from memory router into the React context. So what React context is that whenever we are uploading the image, it will be that particular image will be stored in a particular place, and that particular image could be read by our second page. That's the result page. So we have to change it from memory to React page. I didn't understand how to change this thing, so I just asked it how to like set up this thing. So did I asked like whether we have to like integrate it with Superbase or Firebase, like that any stuff, and it told me like no, we don't need to connect it with these things. Oh, okay. If you want to store the particular image, like for future users, like in most of the cases, we can say, if you're building some other app, whenever the person is giving that like some details or something like it should be stored, then we have to use Superbase. Like if they're giving their email address, like if it's like an app which is built for book, like what we'll say, if it's built for particular booking appointments for a particular restaurant or stuff, we have to store that particular thing, like the person's name, their email ID, what they want, what kind of services they want. In that case, mostly we need Superbase or Firebase, like these stuffs to store those data. In the app which I'm trying to build, it's like just a temporary type of thing, like uploading person's image with that outfit, and it will generate an image of the person wearing the particular outfits, like as simple as that. So that's what we are trying to build right now. So it's like we don't need to store it in Superbase and Firebase, so it's just like temporary. And if you want to store things temporary, then will be using this React, what we say, this React context type of thing. So it will be just storing it temporarily in the RAM, like web browser RAM, like memory. That's what it's saying right now. But how to implement this? Let's see. I think by seeing this code and stuff, I think it's directly code based. We don't want to integrate it with outside tools, secondary like tools and stuff. Hopefully, it's like much easier, but I'm not going to trust Gemini on this thing. Anyways, let's see what is this thing actually is. So, but what's the problem with React Contest is that if you refresh the particular screen, the image will be lost. But in our case, it's all right. We don't want to store that image. Even if it can store, we have to find a way to delete that particular image because of privacy issue. So it's actually really good because if we are directly doing it through React based type of thing. Wait. So far, I understood something like what is this contest, memory router, React contest, and all I understood. But you told when Stitch is generating that thing, Stitch generated it in CND script. So what is this CDN script? What is that? And also, when we are coming down, there are other thing like base 64, then constants at the personal basics of what is this base 64 and what is that thing explain what is this things. There is a problem, right? When we are changing that from the memory to memory router to this React contest, the particular image will stay in the web browser only for like temporary, right? So when we refresh, the entire image will be lost. So if that's the case, then how are we going to send this particular image to external like Gemini API key and all? If we are not doing that, then only we'll be able to generate the final result, right? So would it be able to do that? Okay, I actually understood what does this thing actually mean. Now we have to understand what is this thing, and we actually we have to read what this plot actually taught us, and it's going to be much easier because we understood the basic of it. Yes, it works completely fine. That should something over. Let's see what not actually came up with. So you can see that now I understood what is the memory looper passed down to user React context. Then the Gemini API call must not happen in the browser. An API key embedded in client side JS is visible to anyone. API key embedded in client side. Yeah, I'm just going to take a huge like worst right now. Anyways, it's just a matter of like deleting a vision. So I'm just having nothing to lose. So what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to take you could see over here. this particular thing. Let me do one thing to edit this thing like so you could see there is this front end design, and in this front end share update thing, let me take a screenshot of this thing. And where should I actually paste this particular one? That's the question which I actually have. So Claude just told me to paste this particular prompt. Where should I actually paste this particular prompt? Just give me help. Like, should I paste this particular prompt about the script tab, like the 11th line of code, which I selected right now? Is that the place where I have to paste this prompt? Is there any easy way to find this thing, like any find button or something where I could just paste this prompt and it will show in which line of prompt it actually belongs to? So coming back to VS Code, now we have to find that particular thing. In order to find, we have to put Control F, and you can see the find button actually pop up. And here I have to paste like constant app, and this is the place which I should actually change according to slash script. So I think this is the page which I have to actually change. What I'm trying to do is that I will be like copying this particular thing over here, like wait a second, so let me go back to find this thing. Okay, not school. So I just have to, I think 353rd line. So this particular code, this is the particular code which you can see over here. Coming back to this particular thing, we have to paste this particular prompt somewhere. I don't know where to prompt, so I'm just copying this again. And where should I actually paste this prompt? So you can see on the chord line 353, there is a chord like constant app is equal to something. So where should I paste this particular prompt? Should I paste it above, or like should I delete the entire constant app is equal to that entire thing and replace it with this prompt? What should I actually do? Let's see, where should I actually like paste this prompt? Yes, you found the exact code. Yes, you should delete lines to this one completely and replace it with a new code. Here is exact step by step routine. Then create space above and press enter. Right before constant app to make a black line. Then add contrast time. So what I think I have to do right now is that I have to delete the entire thing and I have to paste it with this particular prompt. Hopefully, I think. Okay, like I don't know whether like alignment is correct or not. Mostly the alignment should be wrong, right? Because First, I don't know whether the what we said, to be honest, whether the alignment of the particular thing is right or not. When I like pasted the particular thing, it just went like to the side, like the extreme side. So I just realigned it by clicking the space button. So is that like spacing and all is correct or not? Now I have to replace select photo and select outfit. So let's see whether both are there or not, and we will see. Okay, it's going to not be that easy to be honest. It's going to take a couple of time. So select outfit is also there. So there is two particular pages like select photo and select outfit. So I think I have to change both of them like slash button into like completely different like thing. It's going to take a lot of time and a lot of so okay, let's see, I understood. So what I have to do is I have to maybe change this select outfit button and select photo button over here. So both of them I have to replace with a prompt that's actually given in Claude. So according to Claude, Claude told me to Claude wrote this in front, like in upload page, replace the two select photo slash select outfit button with the real file input. So it also given the file. Now what I'm having doubt is that in my VS Code in upload section, like you could see there is like indeed two files over here. Like in upload page, there is two names that's particularly given name as select a photo and select outfit. So in this particular both file, should I actually replace it with the code that's actually given in this thing? So the point which I actually ticked right with like slash button, then inside it's written as select outfit and select slash button, then select outfit, then class name, then color and all, then select outfit, then again slash button. Should I replace, should I delete the entire slash button, like button and slash button thing with this code, or inside that thing should I replace this code? What should I do? So I think like Claude is really good at this thing, like making code and stuff. But I think like instead of asking every this small doubts, we could also take help of the other thing, which is would be actually easy because we need like a big brain to actually find things and fine tune and write every single hard part. And explaining this thing, I think smaller model is actually good. So we will be using multiple model. I just don't want to hit limits, and I never used this, so I don't know how long, like how long will this war actually be helping. But I think this thing actually works. So let's see. Do not delete tag or drop into tag inside that. Instead, you need to add tag right next to each button and update. So according to Gemini, what we have to do is that we have to add state for the top of upload page. Then this is what it's actually saying over here, like right below upload, cost upload. Listing, make sure we have your bonus variable and by This is what my recent code on VS Code looks like, the code which I developed with Google Stitch. So these will import with Google Code, where or should I actually upload? Okay, so what I have to do is to copy and paste it directly, but I don't want to do that. I just wanted to understand where I should actually do that. So I just want to down inside. So this is the code from Cloudcode, which Cloudcode told me to enter in upload page, upload it, enter it into upload page. But right now, you see that in my upload page, like in VS Code, code also had actually like pasted. So what I want to do is that let me know like which part should I enter in VS Code. Don't give me like the full version. I want to do it like I want to learn, so I want to do it myself. Like where should I enter? Just tell me like where should I enter the code from Cloud Code into which part of this particular code, like code which is already there in VS Code. Tell me that. Let me do it manually. This is going to take a bit of time. We just have to break down the manual instructions step by step. The image selection set up a right after the constant upload page is equal to this much, and before return. So let me see over here, constant upload page, and before return, there is constant navigate is equal to navigation. As you can see over here, there is a constant navigation button over here. And you can see that. Probably you could see there is between this constant upload page and constant uh, the return page, there is this thing. So we come back and we can see. I think I have to replace that diagram there. So let me cross control it with this thing. So according to the page which actually told, I think I don't see what the before return things, well, let's say before return things, so we can say I had generated till set is equal to false. So I have to copy that I think from here before return stuff. So what I have to do is that I have to replace the entire code from here with this particular code. See, when I pasted that particular line of code in this particular the starting thing, that constant upload page, only in that segment, the alignment has like completely destroyed. Like how to fix that in one click, or is it okay if the alignment is not perfect? Like if it's like that, is there any problem? Should I over here? We have to enter these prompts somewhere. It's much easier if I could just copy paste this. That's what we have to do. But in order to learn this thing, I think that's actually not a perfect way to do it. I have to understand like where each prompt should actually go rather than just blindly trusting it. So okay, so I understood something over here. So what we have to do so far is so far what I understood is that we have to go to this particular thing, and over here you will see there are on the prion button we have to change the slash to some other page so that so once we went to the other page it will go to an API connection, will make the thing, and finally we produce them rather than directly going to the visit tab. And that's what we have to do in this port section over here. And plus we have to change this select photo and select outfit. Instead of directly giving it a button, we have to give it some conditions in order to work. I think that's the only thing which should be done in this drop-down section. And okay, so if that's the case, that's what we have to do, that we have to be this exact prompt. And let's see, what I have to do is that I have to copy this particular prompt from here. So this thing in upload page I have done till so far previous, so I'm going to return section. Okay, same as JXS file, it's written over here, and input type is equal to main slash main is equal to class name. And instead of this button thing, I have to, this is select photo, and this is for,
So far I had selected this slash button. So what I have to do is that I have to go to this select photo thing, and from here I have to delete this particular thing, and over there I have to paste this thing. Okay, now what I have to do is that I have to click Shift Alt plus F and it will rearrange. Hopefully the rearrangement is perfect over here, and obviously I have to change this thing over here, like the select output thing, or it should be completely, I think it's different. So let's change that to the particular respective thing. So we'll come back to what we say, come back to plot code and copy this particular thing for select outfit. So this is actually important. So what we have to do is that we have to select the outfit. This was the photo of the person. Now we have to select the outfit. Now coming back to the VS Code, coming back to the VS Code, we have to find on the try on outfit, and there we have to delete this button type of thing. And wait, I changed something else to be honest. In this select outfit button, what I have to do is that I have to paste this thing. Okay, now I have to go with Shift plus Alt plus F and it will be rearranging itself. And now what happened is that everything input and slash button thing is actually ordered because it's outfit. And now we have to go back to the try on over here, like span try on. And here also we have to make small changes to this button thing. And hopefully this thing should actually open a new, completely new game. So I hope this thing actually works. If it doesn't, it's going to be a huge headache because what we had learned so far could be like really wrong or something. So hopefully this thing actually works. So shift person plus tab and it automatically rearrange itself. So in order to automatically rearrange in VS Code, we'll be using a shortcut called Shift plus Alt plus F, which I found like which I find out recently, which is actually useful if you're coding. So obviously, like I recommend you to remember that. So let me save this and run this thing again, and hopefully I should be able to upload the image over here. So let me see, let me click and let me click, and if it works, what we learned so far and what we did was exactly right. I hope this thing actually worked. And as you can see, when I'm bringing the cursor over here, the arrow actually changed into this particular hand button. So it actually worked. So the thing is that I could only upload the photo when I click this select photo, I think so. Maybe clicking the upload photo, this thing actually doesn't work. So I have to click the select photo and maybe it should work. Thank God it worked. So over here in this code section, you could see we had got like disable user photo, then two line and outfit photo. What it does is that uh, handle try on then class is equal to w full empty sm glow button text white font highlight empty text highlight py for rounded flex item center justify center gap to basically professor and all. Okay, it's actually good, but it's actually cool so far what we had built. So I should be able to upload the photo over here and upload the outfit. And when I did that, I would be getting an option to do this try on thing over here. So right now I'm not having an image of myself. Maybe like I have to find a clothing or something, right? So most probably I'm having let me I'm having a face avatar of myself, and let's see. We'll be seeing that, but for that, let me actually download an image of my. I think that would be really useful. Because it's okay. So what I did so far is that I had downloaded an image of a outfit, like a small fort type of thing. So just named as plus, and it's like a normal coat type of thing. It's just like a normal outfit. Uh, and now I have to upload an image of myself. So I think you cannot see me uploading the image, but you can see the outfit stick over here. So I'm just opening the file over here. It's actually the pop-up window file. It's actually opened over here as well. If you could, hopefully you could see that thing. Hopefully you could see that. I don't know whether you could see that, but okay. Most probably you cannot see that because so you could see right now over here, I'm able to upload an image. So I had uploaded a particular image at that point over there. So Let me come back to here and you could see what I'm doing is that I have to go to I will be just uploading an image particular file. So you could see I'm having some AI avatars over here. So in this AI avatars, we could see a picture of my AI avatar. I'm just going to upload this thing over here. So you could see my AI avatar had been uploaded. I also uploaded an image of an outfit. And now you could see the image like the try on outfit option had been enabled. That's because we had uploaded this particular prompt over here, like disabled. It's like a property, like a boolean. If like both of this user photo and user outfit photo, both of them are uploaded, then only this particular button like try on outfit will be actually enabled. And if we didn't upload one of if we didn't upload like one of the images, it won't. So that's how this thing actually works. So I hope you understood what it is. So most probably this is what it is. So coming back, so we have to click this try on outfit. So most of the thing it doesn't work, but it will generate this thing because we have it integrated with API keys, right? So just the outfit is uploaded. So I think whenever we refresh, we cannot upload that thing. We have to re-upload the thing because it won't be saved. So you could see I have to upload the picture of the AI avatar again and plus the outfit over here. Okay. That's how this thing actually works. So let me upload an image of my AI avatar. As you can see over there, let me upload a picture of an AI avatar and also a picture of the dress. If you want to see the picture of the dress, I think I have to change this thing into large icon and you can see this is the dress which I downloaded. It's like just a normal cloth type of thing. So I just uploaded that particular image over here. So I hope you understood what it is. So now we had uploaded. Now, whenever we click try on outfit, it will just go to the normal page. We haven't integrated with API key. So it's going to be a bit hard at this point. No, it's not going to be hard. We had did so far. It's actually a really good progress. Today we had made an incredible progress. If you ask me, it's like we did incredible progress. So in result page, swap the hardcode is loading timer and image SRC in real context value. In okay, we have to upload this particular file over here. So let's first, before that, let's understand what this thing actually is. So what is this code? Then we will be giving this code and we will be asking where we have to add this thing. Then we will be adding this thing particularly over there. And after that particular, like solving that particular backend process, like the result page, we have to do an API integration. So with then API integration, our project would be actually be completed. And it's going to be like a small project. And I think maybe with an API integration, our work will be completed, but it's going to be like a really cool thing. Like we had did so far, like an incredible progress. So we had completed the step two according to what Claude told. We had completed step one and step two. So all that's left is completing this step three and step four. And by the end of this, we'll be like completing the entire thing. So it's actually super cool. And we have to click the try on outfit and it will be uploading a person wearing the particular file. So it's just one HTML file. Like rather than using this particular chatbot over here, it's like much better online. But once we had been like so good at doing it manually using this cloud code, like this co-work would be much easier because it will be like much faster rather than doing manually. So yeah. Anyways, I think then we have to like make these things actually like perfectly fine, right? Because these buttons are actually not working. So we have to fix these things also. And okay, anyways, like comparatively, this thing is actually so smooth. Now we have to fix this particular, we have to fix this particular, what is there, result page over here. This particular result page, there are many things which we have to change. I think there will be also something over here which we have to change. There will be some particular after this main class, something like AI generation completed. I think maybe here we have to enter something. We have to enter something somewhere in between this thing. After that, or maybe over here, like I don't know. So, or view garment details. We have to fix this thing also. View garment details. It should show the price and stuff. Every single thing it should be showing that thing. But most of the details should be written over here, right? So it should be like directly retrieving it from the file. That would be much easier. So we have to integrate that thing also. Whenever we click the view carbon details, it should analyze the particular barcode and it have to do. So we have to also integrate and barcode thing so it will be much easier for developers to do this thing. And and this is like the API kind of thing, maybe like I don't know, like this is the React contest thing. Okay, that we had actually did so far. So I think for right now, but for today, it's like more than enough. We had made an incredible progress. We had made this thing actually work. We had made like we had taken this thing. We had actually exported the particular design from Google Stitch into VS Code, and we had actually made it work. We had turned it from like the memory contest into React contest, like the memory thing into React contest, which is why this thing's actually working, that we had actually made these buttons actually work. So we are able to upload the images over here, upload the outfit, and whenever we click try on outfit, it will take us to a page which will take some time and load the image of a person wearing that particular outfit. We have been integrated with it, so it's showing this basic preview thing. And so I think we will be doing this thing tomorrow, and also we will be integrating with API. And once we did this, we will be also fixing all these small options over here. And it's not yet completed because we have to fix this particular view carbon details over here. As you can see, we have to fix this view carbon details. So whenever we are clicking this view carbon details, so I think instead of like directly uploading this particular outfit, there should be a QR code type of thing. So whenever we are like writing down that particular QR code, whenever we are writing that particular QR code, the person should be actually be able to see like the clock, the image of the clock should be actually retrieved from the database. So we will be keeping a database, not for the images of the person, but in that particular dress. So if it's out of stock, it should be written as out of stock. So whenever they're scanning, it should actually be like how many numbers are there. Everything should be like perfect. So I hope you understood what I'm saying. So whenever the QR code is uploaded with a particular clothing style, so all they have to do is to upload that particular QR code, and the image of the pre-taken image of the dress would be popped up in the screen automatically, and it will show like the person dress of the like it will show it will finally display an image of the person wearing that particular outfit. And whenever he click this view garment details, it will take us to a page. It will retrieve all the pre-stored data from that particular barcode and show it in a, like in a perfect order, like what's the name, what's the type of the fabric or whatever it is, what's the name of the fabric, how much does this cost, what's the price range, then like every single detail, what's the size and all, every single details would be shown in this view garment details. So I think it would be pretty cool. And yeah, so we could also actually include an option over here like what we say, price range. So whenever instead of directly trying, we could just enter a QR code. Like if we're clicking the price range, just upload the QR code and will automatically display the price of that particular dress. So that would be also actually a cool idea. So I hope there should be something like think over here, right? Page. Let me see. So, like in VS Code, whenever I'm building an app, I will get a lot of ideas. Like I have to integrate this particular property into it, this particular property into it. So, where could I store it in VS Code? Like, is there any way, like anything, like any space within VS Code where I could store that, or should I like keep it in my mind? But if I'm keeping it in mind, I will forget. So, is there any particular place? Okay, so I had find recently method how you could store your ideas within VS Code. So in order to store your idea within VS Code, what you have to do is that you have to go to the new file and here you can write notes.mt. So what it does is that it will store your you could write whatever you want. It will be stored in a market format. So like you could see it's like in and notes.empty and here I would be writing every single thing whatever I want. Like in this case, let me write like um, ideas to work on. So let me go and paste in some ideas over here. Like let me upload a box type of thing. So here I will be writing my first idea like add a option on the top where a customer where the salesperson can enter option card price price on top where person can enter barcode and view the details of the block, including the file, including the price. So this is one of the idea which we have to do. So which we are working on recently. Next one is this is like the first idea which we got, which we should definitely work on. This is actually a really good way to actually store ideas. If you ask me, so this is actually really good. I am like really impressed with this thing. So we could see outfit like uh there should be a barcode. Obviously, I'm going to do that. So I'm not going to write that thing outside. So there should be a barcode. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to build right now, and we had did an incredible job today by making this thing actually work. So there are a lot of things to actually be done. Make all those options. Okay, these things I'm going to do, so I don't want to like write again. So let's save this thing and hopefully this thing actually works. So it's actually cool. So obviously that's it. So that's all for today's episode. I hope you guys really enjoyed this thing, and hopefully today we made a really incredible progress. And watching this is going to be a really useful thing. But obviously you're not going to watch entire 4 hour streams. It's quite natural, but if you want, I could also make a short form video of this thing, like a very short version of this thing, so it would be really helpful for you. And yeah, it would be also a live streaming direct would be a direct live stream, but I would be explaining everything or I would be uploading it as a direct video. There won't be much editing in that thing, but hopefully it actually helps. So so I'm going to stop the stream over here. So we had made the thing, we had uploaded over here, and we had made this thing work. So we have also going to work on this result page. First of all, we have in next, maybe in next stream, we have to work on the result stream. Then we have to integrate it with API key. And API key, I don't know it's whether it's going to be hard, but mostly it's going to be hard. So we have to integrate it with API, Google Gemini API keys, and finally make all of these options work. So maybe we'll complete it in maybe like three, four streams, or maybe in like one or stream two. It depends on how hard it is because yesterday we wasted an entire day figuring out nothing, but today we had made an incredible progress. It depends on the days also. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this stream. So, yeah, thank you.